The year 2019 was coming to an end. The world was preparing to celebrate the new year, full of promises of fresh beginnings. Streets lit up with twinkling lights, and festive cheer filled the air. But in the small, snow-covered town of Blackfrost, nestled deep in the heart of America, this time of year carried a darker reputation. Every New Year's Eve, someone from the town vanished. These disappearances were an unsolved mystery. Locals whispered about something ancient lurking in the snowy woods beyond the town. Many dismissed it as folklore, a story to keep children indoors during the cold winter nights. But in 2019, the legend became horrifyingly real. On December 31st, 3 teenagers, Ellie, her brother Mike, and their friend Tommy, decided to spend the evening in the woods. They'd heard the old stories about a lurking presence under the snow and wanted to prove it was just a myth. Armed with flashlights, they promised to be back by midnight. By 1 a.m., none of them had returned. Their parents called the police. A search party was quickly organized, but the snow offered no clues. It was as if the children had simply vanished into thin air. Meanwhile, in the center of town, the New Year's festival was in full swing. The square buzzed with people counting down the minutes to midnight. But something felt off. The snowfall suddenly stopped. For a moment, complete silence blanketed the town. No footsteps crunching in the snow, no laughter echoing through the streets. Then, people began to notice the streetlights flickering, their glow dimming. A strange whispering sound rippled through the crowd, growing louder with each passing second until it became an eerie, unearthly wail. At the same time, the search party stumbled upon peculiar tracks leading to an old cabin in the woods, one no one had ever seen before. The cabin looked centuries old, with its door ajar and a faint, flickering light inside. When the searchers stepped inside, they found strange symbols carved into the walls. In the center of the room stood a massive, shadowy figure, its skeletal limbs stretching unnaturally long, its glowing eyes piercing the darkness. Around it lay items belonging to the missing teenagers. Back in town, the clock struck 12. The crowd erupted into cheers of "Happy New Year." But the celebration quickly turned to terror. A massive silhouette appeared in the night sky, shrouded in darkness. People began vanishing one by one, right in front of their loved ones. Those who remained fled to their homes, locking their doors and windows. But it was futile. The entity moved through walls, leaving no trace of its victims. When dawn broke, Blackfrost was a ghost town. Snow blanketed the streets, erasing all evidence of what had occurred. The only signs left behind were strange symbols etched into the walls of the buildings. The town was abandoned. Survivors from neighboring areas refused to enter Blackfrost, calling it cursed. Authorities found no bodies, no clues, only silence. Some claimed the townsfolk had broken an ancient pact with a being that slumbered beneath the snowy earth. Now, every New Year's Eve, whispers can be heard near the outskirts of Blackfrost. They serve as a warning. Do not disturb the silence beneath the snowy sky.